The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are a result from that question. When all seemed burned in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who Phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Welcome to the Phoenix Frequencies. Recently, Sheva Carr covered in the Heart Ambassador's Daily Call the subject dignity. Dignity, self-worth, living your core values under all circumstances. It sounds like a logical choice, but it isn't always simple. In the call, Sheva gave the community some clues where to track areas it's easier to sacrifice your precious dignity. Personally, when life situations cause tiredness, my dignity resilience is decreasing to a more vulnerable level. In the old masculine proving yourself world, an easy dignity sacrificing area was not always proving and desire of the looking good in the presence of others. Meeting up to match someone else's standards was a trap for me. Also, fitting into a mold of someone else to get paid, respect, or even accepted. Giving up our dignity can also be a way to survive because it's unaccepted how you show up in your area where you live. It can be dangerous to show your dignity if it's really off track of someone else. But still, feeling your dignity, living your dignity can be in small areas too. It's really helpful to be aware of that. Social media gave us a whole new level of being aware of our dignity, showing our successes and the standards of others can make you strive to fit into a fake high standard, supported by the picture filters, imposter syndrome stirred by the picture perfect celebs. Dignity is an inside job. Striving is not an inside job. It's looking good in the eyes of others. It's dignity or pretending, not both. They are not to blend. As a hospice nurse, I saw a lot of dignity under pressure. And how those people with very little days left to live could tap into a whole new area of their dignity. And I could be there to support them. When life is getting shorter, we become conscious about what really matters to the little time what's left. In less extreme situations, feeling sorry for ourselves or othering and choosing pity city, blaming circumstances, so you have to feel sorry for yourself, can be a justification of giving up your dignity. That's where we can create the opposite of dignity, self-pity, self-sabotage. It's like oil and water, it doesn't really blend. I could refuel myself when I noticed after a while where I was losing my dignity. I noticed I started to have cravings I barely had before. Fast food, for example, carbs like French fries or pizza, chemically sugarcoating myself for my inner emptiness feelings. Have you ever compromised your uneasy feelings with something I did? These cravings. When I gave away too much of myself, I tapped into these areas of I deserve something now. Fast food, ice cream, chocolate, or alcohol. Nowadays, it's a real support when I can recognize these red flags of giving up my dignity. where I'm over-compromising myself with, oh, now I deserve. But since my brain doesn't function well after my radiation therapy, I recognize my impulses way, way easier. It's all from an outside trigger to have my inner compromises, sacrifices. Knowing this now, recognizing it now, it's easier to keep my dignity and enjoy in other ways how I celebrate. There's nothing wrong with celebrating and having a guilty pleasure. Treating yourself with something you really like in food or any other area. Be aware what's underneath. Are you compromising or sacrificing something and you're filling yourself up with a feeling good from the outside? Feeling better because? Or can you turn the key and find another way how you can uplift yourself, where you can regain your energy, where you can have a real good view of your dignity? Keeping your dignity is also what you can be picked up for by others. Look around. Look around in your environment. Look around, even in the news. Where can you spot dignity and how does that occur to you? What response does it give you? Is it encouraging? Is it contagious? Just be aware of that. I enjoy keeping my dignity and I enjoy recognizing when I lose my dignity, because that's how I can shift from losing to gaining. And that to me is a phoenix frequency.